three branches of government: the executive, which is the president, the legislative, which is Congress, and the judicial, which is the SCOTUS, also known as the Supreme Court. So the president can't just do whatever they want to do. Even Donald Trump, as much as people try to fear monger, like, oh, Donald Trump's going to be a dictator from day one. He's going to override the government. He's going to make himself a king and never leave office. He can't do that because he doesn't have the power to just do whatever he wants. The government is designed in that way. He's not a king. He's not a dictator. He's the president. And the president, to get anything done, he has to go through Congress in some way and or go through the Supreme Court in some way. And if Congress or the Supreme Court says, no, you can't do that, he can't do it. That's it. He can't do anything. He doesn't have any recourse. There's no backdoor plan B. And that's an issue when you're in politics if you like your independence, which is why it was very interesting overall still why somebody like Donald Trump, who is an entrepreneur, still is an entrepreneur, but was full-time entrepreneur, why would he give up this freedom to do whatever the hell you want to do and nobody can check you? Why would he give that up to go work somewhere where he can actually be checked? And he does get checked because, again, the system of checks and balances blocks you from doing whatever it is that you want to do. Because if there were no system of checks and balances, I guarantee he would have found a way he would have already served his second term. His second term would be ending right now because he would have been president for 2 terms. After 2020, he would have found a way to not have to leave. Anyway, there's always somebody who can check you in some way. Again, that's why they call it the system of checks and balances. So as an entrepreneur, I don't like being checked, and which is why I position myself to where it can't happen. So while as an entrepreneur, we do have clients and customers, and technically you can say your clients and customers are your boss. At the same time, it's not quite the same as having an actual boss like at your job. It's a different dynamic when you have clients and customers. It's often, depending on the way your business is set up, the way my business is set up, I am the expert. So even though I have clients and customers who are technically my boss because my money comes from them, at the same time, they're coming to me for my expertise. So I still have the dynamic is still, I'm the expert, you're coming to me for help. So it's not the same thing as working in politics. And the people who represent them the voters, the people out there, they can use them to check you. I just don't like the setup. I'm just not a fan of this setup at all. That's why I stay out of this game. Next, I'm talking to you about why I would never be in politics.